Okay, everybody, this is chapter 11, section 5. It's dealing with the volume of pyramids and cones. Okay, we only have 2 examples in your notes, and so there's a couple of extra examples that we'll do. So kind of give yourself a little bit of room. There's not a whole lot of math here, so you should be able to squeeze a couple extra problems in here. Okay, the same kind of thing with pyramids and cones. We're going to have the same formula basically, but remember, for a cone, my base is going to be a circle. So we just got to remember that an area of a circle is pi r squared, okay, in this case. Height also needs to be vertical, okay? So there's a chance here that with pyramids and cones, to get a vertical height, they might give me a lateral height. So remember, that's kind of the slanted height up a cone or a pyramid. So in those cases, if they give me the lateral height, I'm going to have to use Pythagorean theorem to be able to get a vertical height, and that will help me get what I need for these. Okay, so we're going to start off with a pyramid here and find the volume of it. Another thing too, I kind of forgot about this. I do these a little bit differently. The volume formula in your box, because it's a cone and a pyramid, it's 1/3 the base times the height. So I got a little bit ahead of myself there. Sorry. And that, that fraction kind of gets us going there a little bit. We don't like that. So what I do is I do this. I go base times height, and then I'm going to divide it by 3, whatever I might get. Okay. Just because it's a different kind of figure, you're going to divide it by 1/3. Okay, or multiply it by 1/3, and I like to divide by 3. Okay. All right. So when they give me a pyramid that looks like this, if they only give me that measurement, that makes me assume then that all 4 of the sides are the same. So that means the base is a square. And to get the area of my square is going to be 10 times 10 in this case, okay? So my area of my base is going to be 100. Okay, and once again, I'm taking little steps here. I'm finding the base first. I could do that kind of, so I get good at this. I could do that using the formula, okay? So now I'm going to go get the volume. It's going to be the area of the base times 100 times the height. Now, I'm assuming this is a vertical height, and let me just kind of illustrate here too. That typically, when it's drawn that way, that's drawn at a right angle to the base, so that means it's a vertical height. So I'm going to get 12. All right. This is that lateral height that I was talking about earlier too. Sometimes if they give me that and they don't give me this, then I'm going to have to use Pythagorean theorem up there to be able to get a vertical height. And I think we do that to you in a little bit. All right. And coming back to this, sorry, bouncing around here, I'm going to go ahead and divide that by 3. Okay. So volume equals, up here I get 1200 divided by 3, and that's going to get me 400, and it was meters, and it's volume, so it's cubed. Okay. So there you go. Pretty easy question to kind of start with there, right? Here's one of the extra questions, just another example of a pyramid getting the volume, okay? So they give me one side, so I'm assuming all sides are the same. So I should be able to get the area of a square. They give me a vertical height. Kind of do this again. So they're giving me everything I need to do. So I'm going to let you guys kind of try this one on your own. Why don't you hit pause and give it a shot, and I'll put the solution up. Okay, so there you go. and check your work. These shouldn't be that tough, but it's a little bit different formula now. Multiplying by 1/3 really means I can divide by 3 also. And I got 96 inches cubed. Okay. All right, so then we go to a cone here, and we're not being nice here to you, okay? I got to find the volume of this cone, but I need a vertical height, and I'm giving you a lateral height. So I'm going to go ahead and draw in this vertical height, and we'll call it H. So that's a right triangle. I could use Pythagorean theorem to get that. So I'm going to go 5 squared plus H squared, and then 13 squared. That's going to be my C in the Pythagorean theorem. And you guys might want to write that down. Okay. Wish my pen would work. Okay, so I'm going to get 25 plus H squared equals 169. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 25 from both sides. I'm going to get H squared equals 144. And then I'm going to take the square root of both sides, and my height is 12, okay? So then I got everything I need. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the volume. I'm going to get the area of the base as a circle. So remember, for a circle, B is going to be pi r squared. So I'm just going to do the formula with that. So pi is 3.14. The radius in this case was 5. Remember, I'm only squaring the 5. Times the vertical height is 13. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide that by 3. Not 2, 3. Okay. So I'll let you guys kind of do the math on that. Oops, sorry, time out. I put 13, not 12. 12. Sorry. Okay, so double check here. I put the lateral height, then I need to put the vertical height that we use Pythagorean theorem to find. Sorry about that. Multiply all that up on the top, and I get approximately 942. And I'm going to divide that by 3, and I believe that comes out to about 314. And that's going to be meters cubed. Okay. All right. Okay, and then I believe that we have an extra problem. So if you could squeeze this in, they give me a vertical height, so that's very nice. They give me a radius. So I'm going to let you guys kind of work yourself through this problem. You don't have anything special to do now. You can just go solve it. So why don't you hit pause, and then I'll put the answer up on the board. Okay, so going ahead, and they gave me everything that I needed. I plugged it in. Pi r squared was the base, and I'm dividing it by 3. So I plugged everything in, did my math. I believe on the top it's an approximation, 3,115 is what I got down here. Okay, when I multiplied everything from the top up there, so it's about that. I think I rounded it, and then I'm going to divide that by 3, and I get 1,005 inches cubed. Okay. All right, so hopefully a relatively easy one. I know there was a fraction in there. I hope you understand what I did. Hopefully that makes it easier for you. Some kids, I think, change 1/3 into 0.33 repeating, and that just doesn't sound fun to me. Okay. All right, there you go.